Welcome to Earthdawn. We are late due to real life and work issues, and we are missing a few people, so we are going to do a little mini introduction for the first session, I think. Let's start by going around and introducing you and your characters. And we'll go by the order of the little windows. So just under me would be Maxim.
Hello, I am Owen, and I am playing Maxim Dovin, the dwarf cavalryman on his trusty Thrajan, Zidna.
How long has Maxim been out of a care? Or was he born in thrall?
Through, not born in Thrall. It's been a while since I've checked the backstory I had written for him. I believe he came from a settlement somewhat southwest of Thrall, and had recently left that, made his way to Bartertown, and started trying to become an adventuring adept.
You got the map here. Bartertown and Thrall are here in the Thrall Mountains. Thrall is the kingdom, the Dwarven kingdom, center of Barsave. All right, that brings us to Kinsey.
Hello, I am I'm Scaly. Everyone calls me Scaly, so we'll go with that. And then I am playing Kinsey, the Windling. The brain just turned off. You put me on the spot, and I wasn't thinking. What was her class name again?
Kinsey is a Beastmaster.
Beastmaster, that's the word. And she has traveled here, trying away from her home, which is somewhere in the southwest-ish. I think it was. Was it close to the Servalska jungle or somewhere in that, somewhere south of there? No, there was somewhere south of there. I can't remember where it was. We talked about just the other day too. I feel bad.
Oh, well, if you're talking about Glenwood Deep, that's west.
Far
That's
west. Okay.
pretty far to the west.
A little north.
Oh, went the other direction. Okay. But yes. Mm-mm. And yes, there it is. I was trying to figure out what it was. Okay, so from the west, and she has traveled here to find adventure and fun. That's her goals.
And then Hack.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm playing Hack Reckless, a Tiskrang who has been bravely working his way up from the depths underneath Thrall into the scary open that he has only heard legends of before. And he has only recently made it into Thrall proper. And occasionally peeked out into Bartertown.
So what brought these?
He's a Nethermancer. Nethermancer.
That is good to know too.
Yeah.
So these brave adepts recently reached Thrall, and they were looking for things to do, ways to build their legend. They happened to meet a Troubadour who got them all involved in a heist, one at a time, because the Troubadour wanted some information that somebody had, but of course there were other steps. So this group has been involved with each other for, we'll say, about 2 weeks now. They have their own little secluded garden in one of the side tunnels of Thrall that is Not visited regularly by a bunch of people. A few people know about it and stop in every once in a while. But for the most part, it is out of the way enough that it is mostly their own. And the Troubadour also suggested after this heist that they should go and join His Majesty's Royal Expeditionary Force, because it would pay them and it would get them sent out to explore and visit new cares, and what better way to build your legend than to be the people that open up a care that still thinks the scourge is going on. So that is where we start today. There
Are we
is.
signing up, or have we already?
You are signing up. Or rather, you've just signed up, and now you are in the recruitment gathering spiel. All right.
Okay.
There are several other adepts out down here with you. They have congregated into their own groups because you did apply as a group. Your missing party members were also applied with you, but the Obsidian can't be found at the moment. He said he would find you eventually. The other Tiskrang got sick, and the what are we missing here? Oh, the human illusionist may be here with you. You don't know right now. He does that sometimes. Let's see. Did I have their name? I had your commanding officer's name, and I don't think I saved it. Okay, there it is. Orgasol. He is a charming yet restless dwarf who no longer has the use of his left eye. And he is standing up at the front of the gathering room that you are all in, addressing each individual group.
He's the The expeditionary force leader of ours?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to His Majesty's Royal Expeditionary Force. And he kind of gives each group a long look with his one eye. As part of the Expeditionary Force, you will be responsible for maintaining roads and signs across Barsave. That is just one of your duties. Also, you will be sent out to investigate rumors of cares. Who is clacking away?
Oh, me. I'm sorry.
When we hear reports of a care that may not be opened yet, we will send one of you groups out to investigate it. You will then be in charge of trying to convince them to open up and come out to the surface, and, if that fails, breaching the care. Some of them may be in trouble, some of them may not be around anymore, and it is your duty to find that out. If the opposition is too great for you, of course, come and get reinforcements, and we will make a grand expedition of the clearing of the care, but if you can clear it on your own, by all means. Something that the public does not know, as members of His Majesty's Royal Expeditionary Force, you are also members of the Eye of Thrall. That is Thrallic Intelligence Agency. Don't worry, you will not be sent out on spy missions. However, we do ask that you keep your eyes and ears open. If you hear anything that may indicate activity amongst Thrallic enemies, please bring it to our attention. When you open cares, talk to the people, see if you can assess their leanings. Not everybody went into their cares under Thrallic influences. There may still be some that believe Thera has more power than they do. As for your first assignments, we will be giving you stuff within 2 weeks. Use this time to get to know any fellow team members of yours or other groups that you may be working with in the future. We will also be sending you to places to pick up some standard gear. Since you will be maintaining roads and signs, that comes with a wagon along with the tools necessary for that and a mount. We have a few suppliers that will equip you. Once you take your requisition form to them, it will be your responsibility to care for your mount, to feed your mount, to stable your mount. However, each of your groups will be given housing in Thrall with space for such. Any questions? Few others in the other,
Hey, we got a question over here.
Do we have to go outside?
Yes. Unfortunately, if you explore the tunnels of Thrall, you will not find many cares. Thrall itself was one and has since been opened.
Ah, what's the fun with what? Come on, we can't have fun just hanging around here.
You will be paid when you are on duty. When you are on your way to or from a care, you will be given a stipend of 100 silver pieces per day. Now, this does not apply to all of your travel time. These are 2 assignments that we give you, stuff like that. You are encouraged to explore on your own too. If you hear rumors of places that we do not assign you, feel free to investigate. Send word to us if you can that you may be out of contact for a while. We encourage you to do that, as any care that you open on your own is still one that hopefully comes back to our influence.
Question.
Yes.
Do we get like rewarded if we find a new care?
If you find a new care, there will probably be artifacts and items that went into the care with them. We do ask that you bring many of them back, but you will be given your choice of what you find.
Cool.
Well, unless there are people living there, we're not just going to take their artifacts or anything, right?
Of course, if there's people there, you'd still want to bring them, but there may still be horrific influences there, and they may have a loot that you can claim if you help defeat them.
If they're dead, do they still count as people?
Maybe, but I don't think they would say anything.
Hack looks affronted at that statement.
Meaning they're not going to like try to stop us from taking junk. They're dead.
And
That
a
doesn't
few
stop
others.
them from stopping us.
That's true. One of the guys next to you snickers. Yeah, but if they try to stop you at that point, then they're enemies.
Interesting thought.
All right. I will call you up by groups. Don't worry if you don't have a name yet. There's plenty of time for that. However, for the sake of our report, we do ask that you choose somebody in the meantime as a spokesperson, perhaps, or two, at least so that we can mark it as your group as when you depart and we know where we are sending you.
Ooh, we need a spokesperson?
So first, and he kind of looks around, and there's a group of mostly dwarves and one human off to the side, and the human kind of raises his hand. Yes, come on up, and we will give you your requisition form. And the human walks up, and the dwarves all stay behind and wait, and they speak softly up there, and I forgot his name already. Orison? Orgasol. He talks to him. He kind of writes down something in a ledger there. So how many in your group? Okay, yes. Names. Yes. Okay, we got that. And then who should we list as the primary point of Okay, yes. Okay. Here's your requisition form. Any of the merchants in Thrall or Bartertown should honor this for a mount and a wagon. If you know others where you might be able to get a deal or superior beast, that is up to you to find. And he hands them a kind of a scroll, and the human goes walking back.
I will hop over on Maxim's head for a second.
Okay.
I think you should be the one that goes up there.
Me?
Yeah,
sure.
See?
Yeah, okay, I can go up there.
Orgasol kind of sees the activity there, and yes, come on up.
All right, go on up there and see what he's going to.
But
We're just getting the same deal as last one.
I just roll to your shoulder, so I don't actually leave you. I just walk up. I just stay on your shoulder as you walk up.
Yeah,
What, Windling Cavalryman? Yeah.
it's pretty much the same deal. What's your name? How many people are in your group? Their names? Who's the primary point of contact? Stuff like that.
Okay, I guess primary point of contact will be me for now. I don't recall if anyone else in the group is, like actually a social character, but I can do this for now.
The illusionist, probably.
We'll see how things shake out once we have the full.
If you
But
can
for now, I'm in charge.
Yeah, if you can trust them to not.
If you can't, then well, the adventure group's not going to go well.
Yeah, exactly.
And he hands you also a rolled up parchment. Very well. In a week's time, come and check in with us. We will be giving you your assignments for your cares unless you have one of your own already, at which point let us know. And then he, sends you back and calls up the next group.
Okay. I got it. Our first thing is to find a care that no one else has found.
Your Troubadour was supposed to be getting you coordinates to a care.
Yes.
Okay. I thought there was something like that in there. I was just about to ask about that.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be first. It's important.
Yes. Because I'm imagining the first circle group probably we probably aren't getting the best chance of finding anything if we're just getting whatever they want to give us.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, newbies, you're going to Parlin. No.
oh boy, time to die. Also, can you remind me real quick? Where are we in the Earthdawn timeline?
We are before the end of the war.
Okay. So Thrall's been open for how long now? About
sorry,
I don't
about
know.
100 years.
About 100 years. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And so we have something we can redeem for mounts and wagons.
Yes. Do you unroll your parchment?
Yeah. Let's take a look. We go.
All right. There are actually two forms in there. One of them. No, sorry. There is a main form and then two smaller forms rolled up in there. One is surety of thrall to pay for one mount or beast of burden or multiple beasts of burdens up to a set value to pull a wagon or a cart. The other form is for a wagon or a cart. The wagon form is for specific cartwright? Wagon builder?
I think Cartwright sounds about right.
The one for the animals does not specify a merchant. It does specify a price, though, and that price is roughly... Aminals.
Okay.
Up to 200 silver pieces or 2 draft horses. So it's like a letter of credit up to a certain value. So if you want 2 draft horses, you can, because draft horses will go above 200 silver pieces, or 1 beast up to 200 silver pieces worth. The main form is a deed. It looks like permission to occupy a set space with an address and a tunnel and that type of stuff in Thrall.
Oh, that's right. We got a house.
Okay. A house? Also, I don't suppose these sureties cover any kind of stabling and feed expenses that we're going to be racking up here.
The residency is supposed to have room for that stuff,
Okay.
but for feed and stuff, that is up to you guys to take care
we're
of.
going to have to get some money pretty quick.
Or use this and maybe see if we can't use this to negotiate our way to feed as well as the horses.
We may not want to redeem this until later in the week.
True.
Anyway. Actually.
So why don't we go check out the house?
Yeah, let's go take a look at the house first thing.
Okay. The house is like many Throlic dwellings in the residence area, built into the side of the tunnel. There is a entryway that gets you into a small courtyard type thing, type space, where off to one side is a pen for an animal. Off to the other side looks to be space to park a wagon or a cart if you had one, kind of covered up and with a locking gate. It's not super secure, but the residence itself has a house and, a door. There is a place for a lock. There is no lock at the moment. And it is a multi-story, 2 stories built into the side of the wall. So it kind of goes upwards instead of deep, very deep. And there's enough space for the 6 of you, if you choose to stay there with a common area and a kitchen dining area type thing.
Oh, the store. Got it.
So it doesn't.
You might want to
might
want to explain to Scaly the layout of Thrall in general.
I saw the map.
Yeah, I did
I saw
something.
the map
Long
last
tunnels, right?
Right.
They're basically long, wide tunnels, right? And so they build everything into the walls. Yeah. Okay.
So do they have are these specific rooms? Do they have bedrooms or something, or is it just sort of a
There
main
are
living area?
bedrooms.
Okay. All right.
There is room to upgrade. They have basic doors, but if you want better doors, if you want locks, there's locks. There are wide open, not windows per se, but higher up openings between the rooms to allow a draft, if there is one, and also to allow windlings to fly through.
Ooh, perfect. I'll test those as I fly around them. Yeah, she'll basically flit through all the rooms, looking for the perfect room for her.
Any of them could be.
Yeah, but they're too big. She doesn't need all this space.
You can find a corner, on an
that's
upper story.
She's gonna find a little cubby, and it's like, all right, this is good.
You just take someone's closet and declare that your room.
Yes. The closet is her room.
But you need a closet with a window. That's what you need.
Yeah. I gotta find a closet with a window.
We're gonna have to take down this wall. We're gonna need to move these pillars over there, take down that wall, and then everything.
Look at this bed. It's even up high. No, that's a shelf.
And if we only need 5 rooms, then we can actually just go ahead and turn this room into an office.
It's true. You can turn the other room into anything we want. Look at that.
Can we get a pool table? That's the real question.
Ah, I see.
But for now, well, I've got 9 silver, and we're not going to be working for a week.
Wait, how much money do I have? I don't actually know how much money I have. Wait, where is it on the character sheet?
Should be under gear, I think it is.
Yeah, if it's not on your new one, it might still be on the old one.
I have 25 silver because I didn't buy anything except armor. Because that's all I needed.
There you go. I had to buy a saddle, so that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 8.
I'm the richest one. Woo!
All right. So locked, secure. Are we in the good part of Thrall or the bad part? How concerned do we need to be about break-ins?
You're not necessarily in the bad part of Thrall. You're kind of in the dormitories area, so the other residences nearby are likely to be other groups in the expeditionary force, which
Okay.
doesn't vouch for their integrity much. I mean, they may try to sabotage you so they can get better assignments. You never know.
Or, I don't know, steal the location of a care that we may or may not be getting given by.
Yes.
That seems like a valid concern. We probably shouldn't mention too much that we're going to be getting the location of a care.
No.
People that don't need to know.
Nope.
On the bright side, we probably don't need to leave too much of value back here. Most of what we have is worth having. We can just carry with us.
True.
And
But we do
so
have,
as long as
yeah, we do have like 2 weeks before they assign us anything, but hopefully our friend can get us something better before that.
Let's see. What was the name of the website that had that world document on it with the names of that Troubadour and other people?
Legend Keeper.
Legend. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Is that Troubadour? What's her name? Is she going to be delivering us this information? We have to go find her. How's this deal working?
She knows about the garden. She doesn't know about your residence until you inform her about that.
Okay.
But she did say that she would meet you at the garden. She knows where it is, so if you happen to be there when she shows up, that probably would have been a set time period, probably in another day or two at a certain time. But she may be there earlier, you never know.
All right. Well, in the meantime, one thing which we don't necessarily have to finish today, but something we do need to do is we need to go take the cavalrymen on the Beastmaster and go be very judgmental about what kind of mounts we get.
Okay.
And let's see. We are getting a cart and 200 silver pieces worth of mounts.
Right.
Or 2 draft horses. It's probably going to be 2 draft horses.
Or 1 Grand Lane.
Oh. Wow, why are Grandlands cheaper than draft horses?
A couple of Hatawas would be good.
Yeah, they're... Wait a minute. Do draft horses have anything going for them, really? I'm just comparing.
They live longer?
I thought they had really high carrying capacity, but they're about average.
Yeah, Grand Lanes carry better.
Although Grandlands are also... I guess they're cheaper to feed, but...
Yeah, feeding 1 Grand Lane as opposed to 2 horses is cheaper.
It's the same price of feed per day for 2 horses or 1 Grand Lane. 1 silver versus 10 copper, yeah. Although Hotawas, I think, have the advantage of being a bit more flexible in terms of terrain. They can get up and down slopes more easily. But they're also carnivores, which makes feeding them more complicated if you're, not carrying enough supplies and things like that.
Well, if you get jumped on the road by highwaymen, you can feed your Hatawas.
Free food.
Well, Trojans can feed themselves, and they're carnivores.
Yeah, there you go. As long as you have enough time for them to hunt while you're traveling. If you want them pulling a cart 8 hours a day, they might not have time to go hunting.
Yeah, they don't have a very good carrying capacity, but they can fight.
Yes. Well, I got one of those. Okay. And although Trojans can only be used as mounts by dwarves, Ottawas can be used by pretty much everyone, except the heavy things. Do we have any trolls in the party?
No, you have an obsidian.
Okay, and yeah, unless you get a unless you've got a Thundra Beast thing, you're not getting any. Oh no, Gremlins could actually carry an obsidian.
Yeah.
Technically possible.
Could they carry anything else?
Depends how fat the obsidian is.
I don't know how heavy he is.
Obsidian weigh about like 900 pounds on average, I think, and Gremlins can carry about 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, they only got like 3 mount options, like Gremlins, Stodgens, and Thunder Beasts.
Or elephants, you know. We can always get an elephant.
I hardly see an elephant like a mount. It's more like a platform.
I mean, really, you should just get an obsidian, just a chariot with a couple of horses. That's how you do an obsidian cavalryman. Anyway, I could see either a gremlin or a couple of Hatawas. Seem like the best choice there. I think the Hatawas, they won't be combat trained, of course, but we, as previously mentioned, we have a Beastmaster and a cavalryman that can be corrected eventually. Okay.
So we don't each have one. We're just thinking about like a cart, right? And walking along.
I mean, yeah, we can get 2 mounts at most. Or
a pair of Hatawas would be good. That way, if like something happens to one, the other one would be okay.
Yep. Okay. And then, besides that, we could try getting locks or something like that for this house, but I think our best bet is just not leave anything valuable there, because if there's a thief adept that is signed on with the trading companies, then this place isn't going to be secure regardless.
This is Thrall. Somebody gets stolen, we'll just have them pay us back.
Does it work that way?
Thrall is like an incredibly safe place. They guarantee almost everything.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. I guess the main thing we need to worry about losing then is information, because can't take back the location of a character.
No.
Yeah. So that we will not leave lying around.
So
Yes.
you can, if you wish. You do have a weaponsmith in the party who probably can do some digging, excavate small spaces in some of the back walls that can be then concealed with other stuff to hide, any books or things like that you may find.
Get the illusionist from the weaponsmith to figure out how to make some hidden components around this place.
Yeah, that could be one of the downtime off-screen things that happens.
Although
awesome.
Weaponsmiths have a lot of things they can be doing during downtime.
Yes, speaking of which, everybody is going to have one forging on your weapon, your primary weapon.
Okay.
Right.
If you have one.
If you have one. You mean my claws? No, sorry.
And I believe you would do that. On the equipment tab, there is a modifier spot. There is also...
you can also do things like include a date for the forging if you want to keep track of it ending in a year and a day, but I get the feeling that probably won't matter. It's probably going to get upgraded before that comes around.
Yeah. Now, one thing I forgot to do is I can create a character sheet for the party, and I will do that. And what it'll do is on the record sheet, when you record legend points and the real date, once I set up the Throlic date, it'll automatically include that when you update that stuff. But so the record is the next to the last tab. There's a place to put legend point gains or losses by whether it's a positive or negative number. And then, or silver pieces. If you switch to silver pieces, you can do major gains or losses that way too. Oh, there's a gain, spend, decrease, or refund. So when you spend stuff for talents, you can then click spend and it'll automatically adjust your running total and your max, I believe. But yeah, I will get the specific date before we do that and deal with that.
Okay. And do you have a map for this building, or I can make one? I have some.
I
some
do
tools
not
for
have
that.
a map. If you wish to make one, I'm fine with that.
All right. Okay then. So then, downtime things you need to take care of before, and now that we can take care of. We could go ahead and get a Gremlin or a couple of Trojans and go ahead and start, using some animal bond on those and becoming friends with them. Do you, Scaly, do you have animal bond yet, or are you waiting on that?
I think I'm waiting on it. Yeah, I don't have it.
Okay. So could do that. Is there anything else we would want to do in downtime?
Not right now. I think we have yet to have any serious needs in that regard.
Yep. Yeah, we're pretty early on, so I guess we should just go ahead and make sure we show up to the meeting with our Troubadour friend.
Yeah. I mean, we could go pick up the cart and stuff and just get that done out of the way.
Yeah,
Even
sure.
if we hold off on the animals,
Sure, we can do that.
Or wait, do we need the animals to move the cart? We probably do, don't we?
I mean,
Yeah, you probably
I've
want to get
got
the animals first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zinda might be able to pull an empty wagon.
She's not. She's not really a beast of burden.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the paved halls of Thrall. We could probably just walk it, pull it along.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Although we might want to get the animals first, just to make sure we get the right harnesses and everything.
Yeah.
For the animals.
No reason
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and shop around. Look at see what kind of animals are available, and I'm assuming Maxim would probably be somewhat picky about the animals and that kind of thing, but that is not something that needs to be done on screen. We can go ahead and round that down to we can find 2 Trojans at market value and exchange the surety we have to get those.
Are those the kind of animals you wish? Because
Is that your final answer?
Hatawas are also in the price range and they can pull more.
Oh, sorry, Putawas. I get those names mixed up. Yes, Putawas. That's what I meant to say. So, sorry. Yes, Hatawas are definitely the better option for Beast of Burden. And
what are the Katawas? Is that what you said? I don't know.
Hatawa.
Hatawas.
What is that?
They're kind of like small griffins without wings. Like they have a bird head, kind of. I think hat bird body. There's probably an image of them somewhere.
Yeah, a large cat like a lion with an eagle-like head and a large beak.
Ah, yes, here we are. I have an image.
Neat.
They're very popular in dwarven communities.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
And they are apparently about as strong and fast as draft horses as far as being beasts of burden, and they have they also, they cat bodies. They shouldn't have as much trouble with rough terrain as drac animals would, although the cart probably would have the same trouble.
Right. Okay. I like them.
All right, so yes, let's get a couple of Hatawas.
Okay. So by looking around, Kinsey, make me a half magic test.
Ooh. Okay.
And
Where is this under?
I
Talents?
think there's a button for it. Hold on.
Oh.
There might not be.
I think it's because it could depend on different attributes.
So
You'd probably
core
have to
tab.
do like a perception roll.
Core tab has half magic
Oh, there it is.
under your discipline.
What attribute does it base on by default? Probably perception.
Core tab.
I believe it's perception.
Oh wait. Okay. Just the half magic button. Just hit
Yes.
that. Okay.
It should offer you the chance to spend karma, I think.
It does. Yes. And it didn't says what attribute. It says Dex.
Oh, I guess it doesn't default.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If it's a knowledge-based thing, I'd probably go to perception.
Half magic. No, Beastmasters. It would be perception, I think.
Perception.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
11.
You know somebody that actually has better stock than a lot of people. They are out in Bartertown. So it'll take you guys a day to get there and a day to get back.
We're not going to miss our meeting if we go, right?
No. As long as you aren't delayed for too terribly long.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah.
The person is, I will get you a name here if you wish to mark it down. Once I get my tab up here. It is Hoznan, Hoznan. He is not a Beastmaster. He's not an Adept as far as you know, but he often pays well for animals that may be caught wild and brought in that he can then resell.
Okay.
And you happen to remember that talking to him on your way in. He's out in Bartertown, where you can find almost anything, and sometimes cheaper prices because there aren't the Throlic taxes on everything. Sometimes.
All right. Yes. I know a guy in Bartertown. I know a guy. Come on. I just literally start like pointing in that direction. I was gonna say come on, but I realized no, she wouldn't be dragging anybody. She'd just be pointing.
I mean, a Witling can still like drag someone by the ear. But it's,
Yeah,
not of course. It's just
Yeah, they wouldn't be dragging very well because the person could just walk in the other direction.
So,
if you wish to save a little bit of time and spend a little bit of money, we'll call it a silver piece. Will get you all there, being ridden by one of the is it the Stations taxi service?
Oh, there's a taxi service, huh? Well, I'm riding on somebody's shoulder, so if someone else wants to pay for it, that's up to them.
I'm a cavalryman. I'm not paying for a taxi. I am the taxi.
No, it's not the Stations. Whatever the lizard-like one is. But otherwise, you guys can walk. Or fly, as the case may be.
Or just sit on someone's shoulder while they walk. It's fine.
All right. We
can walk it. It's fine.
The downside to a trip to Bartertown, though, is that you'll have to spend the night.
Terrible. Yeah. Anyone know any good inns in Bartertown? Something cheap.
So I have a question. If we pay the silver piece to get there faster, could we then pay another silver piece to get back and still be within 1 day, or no?
No.
Okay. So we have to spend the night either way. Do what?
We're bringing the mounts back, right?
Oh, yeah, we would have to bring the mounts back. Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
So we'd have to walk back.
So we should probably get the cart today, too.
Yeah. How much roughly is usually the like a stay at night at like an inn, roughly, just so we have an idea price wise?
If you want your own room, it's a silver piece a night. If you're willing to share a big public room, it's 5 copper.
Okay. Okay.
Head on down to Bartertown.
Yeah, we'll
All
head to Bartertown.
So you head on down to Bartertown. You get there before evening, so it's not immediately nighttime. You guys can look around. There are rows of stalls and people with shops and all sorts of stuff around here. If there's anything in particular you're looking for, the person with the animals happens to be on one edge so that he has more space a bit further out for his creatures.
Okay.
Hack travels from like building wall to building wall, carefully, like quickly moving between them.
Once you get out in the sunlight?
Preferably not.
There's no sunlight by the time you get out there. Its sun is down. It is evening.
Evening, he relaxes, but being out in the open makes him nervous.
How's the nightlife here? Lots of people walking around in the evening, or is it closed up by now?
There's still a lot of people walking around.
Okay.
To the point where you probably want to keep a hand on your pouches. Not that you have a whole lot to take.
This way. Let's go.
All right. We will follow the insistent windling.
You follow the insistent windling. And on one of the edge rows of shops, there is a sign that says Enthrolic Hosnan's Menagerie. It looks like somebody wrote menagerie afterwards and crossed out what was actually there. So it's hard to read what was originally there. And there's some space that leads up to a normal-looking merchant's tent where a dwarf is sitting kind of in the cool air, just relaxing at the moment.
Husden! As I jump over, flutter right over, and just sit right in front of him on his little desk.
His feet come off the desk, and he kind of sits down, and he looks at you, and no.
Kinsey! I told you that like 12 times last time.
Kinsey.
Kinsey,
Right.
Kinsey, yes.
Right, Kinsey, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
kind of late in the evening. What can I do
We
for you?
we are looking for awesome creatures.
Awesome
Trojans.
creatures.
Yeah, yeah.
Two of them. Need them to. We're the expeditionary force. We're gonna need some beasts of burden, and they seemed like the best thing for the job.
Some good ones. We want them. We're going to take care of them, and we want them to last for a long time.
I see.
And I knew you were the man to see.
It just so happens. All right. Well, you need two of them. Beasts pulling stuff like that. Come on this way. Come on this way.
Yes, awesome.
And he kind of walks through the back of the tent out into an open field that's makeshift fenced in. Let's see, don't... over here. And he leads you off to the side where there's actually like 5 or 6 Huttawas all in a common pen. These are what you're looking for?
Yes, these should do nicely. Let's take a look. Introduce ourselves.
Yes. And I kind of flutter into the pen.
But recommend well-behaved, good for this kind of work. I can't guarantee they'll be safe all the time. We'll do our best, but we'll be heading into unknown territory a lot of the time, you understand.
Are any of them nervous? Easily spooked?
That one there is easily spooked, but he's a fighter.
Mm.
You want
I like that one.
Sturdy?
Yeah, sturdy, brave, but not crazy.
I see. Well, you looking for 2 of them, you say?
A wagon team, yeah. Hopefully the two of them can get along.
He kind of looks at Kinsey. I thought you didn't have any money. How are you paying for these?
Oh, I'll go ahead and realize, shuffle that, reach down for a belt pouch, pull out the surety from the expeditionary force.
Oh, I see. You joined up.
Yes. We are going to be awesome too. And if you give us awesome mounts, you can definitely know we're going to come back.
I see. Well, for the price... up to 200 silver pieces. That kind of takes off riding horses or grand lanes. Although I might... I'll tell you what, if you want 2 grand lanes, I think I can knock the price down on them too. Or for 2 Huttawas, you want the sturdy ones and the one that spooks easily?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Or we want the one that spooks easily. Wait, did we?
Yeah. I want
Why?
that one.
Why do we want that one, Hecklers?
Because I like it.
But But what if it runs away when it gets spooked?
We'll run after it.
Which was the spooked one?
He points to one that's slightly darker in color than the others.
I'll kind of flitter over to it and see how it reacts.
It doesn't spook at you. I mean, it's not skittish.
I'm
Tell you what.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over and greet it. See how it likes me. I'm not exactly sure how one, introduces oneself to a half bird, half cat creature, but it seems like a cavalryman thing to do. Animal bond,
Or half magic in your case.
I'd rather do animal bond.
Okay.
Got that a bit higher. Actually, no, it's the same, but that's fine. And a karma.
It reacts favorably to you. You get the sense that these have all been worked with so that they are all friendly in general. Already.
Okay.
Is it combat trained or?
Because he said it was a fighter.
Yes, but is it combat trained? Let's see.
Give me a perception. Awareness, rather.
Do I have awareness? I do not. I'll give you a perception. Or would this be cavalryman half magic to tell if an animal is trained?
You can do that too, yes.
Based on perception, of course.
You get the sense that it is combat trained.
Okay. Well,
so it may spook at certain. He didn't say what spooks it exactly. It just spooks a little easier than the others. But this one is a fighter. This one does seem just something about it. The way it holds itself. It seems like it is more ready to defend itself than the others, maybe.
Okay. If we take this one, can you throw in a couple of days of feed with it too?
The note doesn't say anything about feed.
I know.
It does say 200 silver pieces.
It does, and you know you're going to get exactly 200 silver pieces for that. That's got to be worth a couple of days of feed.
I'll tell you what.
And you will be our main guy for any other pack animals we ever need in the future.
And see, it likes me. You know we're going to get along just fine.
I like your line of thinking. However, seeing what your discipline is there, should I need any specific animals in the future, perhaps you would be inclined to bring them to me at a discounted sale price.
What do you think?
There are some things that I could easily turn around if I could get my hands on them.
That might be doable.
3 days of feed then. And helping you with getting your animals.
For that, I'll give you a week for each of them.
And this one, what's his name?
He doesn't have one yet.
Doesn't have. Alrighty.
We have to name them.
I try not to name them when I'm going to turn around and sell them.
See. Don't want to get too attached.
Yeah.
Understandable.
it's getting late. Can you prepare them and have them ready in the morning, and we'll pick them up in the morning?
I can.
Perfect.
What are you going to have them pulling? Perhaps I can get some harnesses ready too.
We need a wagon.
Wagon. We've got another letter for that. I don't suppose you sell those, or could recommend us to someone?
Oh wait, no,
No.
that the wagon is specific, right? Did you
Yes.
say
Oh,
the
the
wagon
wagon.
was specific?
Okay.
Is that in town or is that in Bartertown?
That is in Thrall.
Oh, well,
Does it-
show him. Yeah, does it maybe show it? We'll show it to him and say if it says anything that might give him a hint as to what it might be.
I
It's
know
probably
the
your standard wagon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know the name there. I've heard them referenced before. I think they might be one of the standard equippers.
So it's just something standard.
Yeah.
Your typical caravan wagon.
Okay. And if it doesn't fit properly, we'll come back out and check in on you and see if you can do something with it. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right.
And you said he spooks easily. What kind of things? What did you mean by that? What kind of things tend to spook him? He get attacked when he was younger, or something like that?
No, I. It doesn't seem like there's anything around when he spooks.
Interesting.
Glance at the Nethermancer and raise an eyebrow.
All right, you two. We're going to come back for you two, as I say to the two creatures.
Okay.
Do you know a good place to sleep around here?
You want good or you want cheap?
Good enough so we don't get robbed blind, but otherwise cheap.
Yeah. 3 rows over. Look for the Blue Inn.
Thank you very much, sir. We will see you in the morning.
All right. Also, we're going to go ahead and pick up the other one. I'm going to go ahead and try to animal bond that one too. Get some
brownie points.
get some loyalty built up in these things. Okay. The other one might not like me so much.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll work on that. We'll work on it. But the first one I think should be up to loyal now if I got an extra success on it with the animal bond, but we can take care of that.
And then 3 rows over. Now the sun is down and some of the shops are starting to close up. There's still a few that are open. But the Blue Inn seems like a busy place. It is right next door to a rather raucous tavern.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Let's go.
Yep. Let's head in there and secure ourselves some rooms.
There's a female dwarf kind of working the counter. Good evening.
Good evening, miss. We need some rooms for the night, leaving in the morning. How many do we need? 2, 3? How private are we feeling?
I'm fine.
The common room will be fine for me.
Common room. Okay.
Yeah, we can do the common room. There's cool people in the common room. I get to talk to all of them. Absolutely.
Alrighty then.
She does that. She kind of hides an expression briefly, and then very well. The common room. That'll be let's see, for the 3 of you, 15 copper. Well, let's just call it a silver. She kind of eyes the windling as though.
do I even count as a person? Come on.
Not to your friends.
See, you shouldn't charge for windlings. What's wrong with you? All right. Since I'm the richest of the group, I'll shell out the 1 silver.
That'll be another silver for the group, for the 3 of you, if you would like a meal in the morning.
Yes, that we should do. I'll go ahead and pay the 2nd silver.
Really?
Or yeah, sure, whatever. Either way.
It's the same to feed me as it is them? Really? Oh, I think that's a scam.
Okay, another thing we might want to get while we're in Bartown is some navigation charts. I know how to use them, but can't really afford them at the moment. They might come in handy if we're going too far off the beaten path.
Shouldn't we just go to the Great Library and get one?
Oh, can you get those for free? Or
Well, we can copy one. I mean,
Sure.
once we know where we're going, right? We're going to get a room
Yeah.
or where. We'll just make a quick little couple notes and sketch of the way there and back.
I don't suppose anyone has map making. Probably not.
Everybody does. It's a default, isn't it?
Is what default? Man,
Can you default on map making?
It's
believe-
a general skill.
Yeah, I believe somebody does have it too as a.
I have it at rank 1.
Okay. There we go. Okay, that we may end up using that while we're out on the road, and then besides that, we could pick up some general navigation charts, but we should probably see where we're going first. Yeah, but anyway. All right. And go ahead and stay the night here. Get up in the morning, grab our friends, and pick up. We should name them. I need some names for these Tawas.
Hmm.
And then we can head on back to Thrall in time for our meeting and to get a wagon.
The night passes mostly uneventfully. It is long into the night.
I will try to chit chat with every single person until they walk away from me.
That is why it is long into the night. There are some people that are too drunk to know better. So they try to outlast the Windling and fail miserably.
That's a mistake. She's got lots of stories.
The innkeeper, she stays visible for the most part. You know, she brings people that have paid in the common room some light blanket, right, and a small bundle that you can use as a pillow. There is space set aside that it's not the most uncomfortable place to lay on the floor and stuff. There's a little bit of padding, right, and so she's walking around keeping the peace for the most part. And every time she sees somebody trying to engage with Kinsey, she just snickers and shakes her head and keeps walking around. And then eventually everybody has either passed out or left.
At that point, I'll flutter up to like the rafters and I'll just sleep up there.
And then morning comes. The meal is there. It is kind of a savory porridge with small chunks of meat scattered around. Not a whole lot, but you know, enough to flavor it and go around. And there's a huge cauldron of it.
So I get like a tiny bowl.
Yeah.
I told you, scam, that you're charging me the same amount as you, just so you know.
There's a conversation fee.
Was that what it is? She does that mean I get to talk to everybody again? Yes.
Let's see. She hears that as she's walking around. She heard you kind of lean over and say that, and she kind of leans in and good-naturedly. Actually, it's 5 copper a person, and you're eating for free.
Oh! I won't tell anyone.
Please do, or don't.
I assumed that's what she meant. Thank you.
And then she, keeps going around. She gathers up the blankets and the bundles and seems to carry them outside and, preparing for wash maybe. And then you can go pick up your animals.
All right. I have a name. I have a name for the skittish one. We should call it Twinkle Toes.
This is why animals run away,
What? You don't think you don't like Twinkle Toes? It's a great name.
We're name givers. We should at least try to show some respect for that responsibility.
What? You know what? Do you want to just call it Bob? You want to call it Bob and just be done with that? A boring Bob. Is that what you're gonna do? Let's call the other one Bob and the other one Twinkle Toes, and we'll see which one likes their name better. Telling you, it's gonna be Twinkle Toes.
We'll discuss this later. But
you just told us we needed names. Why are we discussing this later?
Dude, fine, Bob and Twinkle Toes. Oh dear, I'm going to regret this, aren't they? They're going to regret this. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and pick up the animals and the feed that was agreed upon, a week's worth, and then go ahead and head back to roll.
Yeah.
A bit faster, as now everyone's mounted.
Yeah, and we'll get to the wagon place.
If the mount's gonna have the feet on their backs, we're not gonna mount them.
Oh, you can have one of them carry both sacks of feed, one of them carry you.
I can mount them. They won't notice me.
You could mount a large rat.
On the way here.
I put weight down as 10. You don't usually use pounds in this game, right? It's used what?
No,
I think
pounds.
it is pounds.
It's pounds? Okay, cool.
This game is full imperial measurement system.
Okay, sweet. All right, so she only weighs 10 whole pounds.
And one of the animals can carry the feed for both of them. I'm pretty sure.
So the other
they can carry like 500 pounds. As long as the...
Yeah, but that's assuming saddlebags and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we don't have any tacker harness, but I've got that for my mount. So.
No, he gave us some sort of harness.
Yeah, there's some harness for them.
So there are some saddles, I guess.
No saddles, but there are saddlebags.
Yeah, but we'll get into thrall and then we'll get the cart and then we'll put the feet on the cart.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Everything will be fine. All right, so yeah, let's head back to thrall and find the cart place.
We'll just do it at a fast pace, and we'll kind of test them to see how quickly they can go. See, it's a good test for them.
They can go, fairly quick. They seem like they are prepared to run, especially through Thrall. They seem to like going through the tunnels.
Oh, nice.
The wagon place is not too far from the entrance of Thrall. It's on a different side tunnel than your residence is. But when you get there, there are several other groups already there. It seems like they are waiting.
I think I do want a lock though for the thing. How much would a lock cost for their pen and stuff?
You want a lock for the?
Yeah, I don't want someone to come.
Put a lock on our door, but on the little area outside.
Oh, is it just an area?
We'd have to build a fence.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, remember when he described it? There was like a place to park the wagon on one side and place for the mounts on the other, and then there was our door.
The pen, I think, is open air as far as anything is open air.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to draw it. Let me get a blank spot here. Actually, this will work.
Because you can buy locks. I mean, they're available, but I don't think they're cheap. Let's see.
Are there locks listed?
Okay, so it's just an open area for them. Okay.
Yeah, can you actually see this map? Is it dark or black or?
It's black.
I see the. Actually,
It's black to me. Wait.
if I drop my token, I still can't see anything.
All right,
Yeah, it's
hold
black.
on. I don't know why. Let's see, dynamic lighting is off. Let's turn it on in daylight mode, maybe. All right. Can you see anything now?
Nope. Still black.
Yeah, I got a black square.
All right.
If I drop a token, I can't see now. But yeah, from the token, not.
Oh, I think I know why. No, that didn't seem to do it either.
You draw it on that map that we were just on, the one that we were doing the test fight on. There you go. Just draw something on it. Up in the corner somewhere or something.
Yeah, I'll do it like small scale here.
Yeah.
So in the wall of the tunnel, right, kind of has this, and you have an archway with a swinging fence, and then you have a place to park your wagon on one side, kind of an open air. So the side of the tunnel goes like this, and then you have kind of like an cropping area, right, where the open air area here has kind of been dug away from it, and then the rest of the house itself is built into the side of the wall.
Okay.
So you do have a gate area that you can lock.
At the front.
At the very front, yes.
Okay.
If you wish.
I just wanted to show people that it's owned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you can put a name tag out there and show that.
That's true. Yeah, how much is a lock? You were looking it up, I thought. All right, Jeff?
There isn't a price in the players.
Not in the player's handbook. There might be in the...
No, so if you want like a basic lock...
Yeah, something simple.
Say 5 silver.
Oh, geez, that's still pretty expensive. Okay.
Locks are complicated.
Yeah.
I'll think on it. Okay. We'll get our wagon first.
So you have this place. It is listed as the Thrall, Wainwright of Thrall. Right? Wainwright is the wagon maker, I think. Of Thrall.
That's about right.
Usually.
And there's 2 other groups. One of them is kind of sitting there by the main entryway, kind of loitering, and another one is sitting maybe 10 yards further down, just kind of sitting down and leaning up against the side wall. And as you guys roll up with your animals, they kind of, one of the ones that's sitting down 10 yards away kind of, why don't you guys pull up a spot on the wall?
Okay.
Yeah. Is the Wainwright in? We're waiting for him to get it here, or
Oh,
just taking a
yeah.
while?
He's in. Oh, yeah, one of you might want to go check in and give him your form.
All right, I'll head on around to wherever that seems to be, and try to find whoever I need to give this form to.
Inside the entryway, there's actually a young Tiskrang there, who seems to be dressed as a Wainwright's apprentice for the most part. He's got some hammers and tools and things like that next to him, but right now he's not doing anything except kind of sitting on a stool, and he looks up as you walk in.
Good afternoon. Sorry, go ahead.
Another one.
Yes, another one.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Here it is.
All right.
Well,
What's the name?
Maxim.
All right. He kind of scratches down something on it. All right. You could either wait or come back in an hour.
An hour. All right. Okay. I'll head back out, rejoin the group. So we've got about an hour. If you two have any other business, then may as well. You can go ahead and take care of it now. I can hold our spot, take care of the animals.
An hour's not long enough to do anything.
Yeah, I don't.
Anywhere.
It's not. Yeah, we still have time before to meet our person, right?
Yeah, and you're not an hour away. You're longer than that.
Yeah, we're fine.
You know,
Yeah, we'll
maybe.
just wait. There's no reason for us to go anywhere. I'm not worried about the lock at the moment.
I don't know, maybe a street food stand, get some lunch or something. But aside from that,
After about 20 minutes, the young Tiskrang comes running out and points at the group that was closest to the entryway and waves them in. And they go in there, and then a few minutes later, off the side, a big wooden barn door almost kind of swings open. And they come out with a Grand Lane pulling a wagon that seems to be laden with equipment. What you can see on there is like shovels and mallets and hammers and looks like what might be the standard tools for your maintenance job.
oh no, we're gonna have to actually do work. All right. Well,
And then at that point, the Tiskrang runs over. You want to bring your animals back so we can start getting them ready?
yes, we can do that.
And he
Got
leads
some.
you back into a wide open space where you can see several wagons like stored. And then there happens to be two on draft horses that have a wagon now hitched to it, and there is a few dwarves bringing in material from like a storehouse off to the side. And they show you where to set up your animals, and it's like, all right, tell them to stay here. We're pretty good with animals anyway. Well, actually, let's hitch a wagon first, and usually that'll keep them steady. And they, a couple other dwarves, go and grab one of the stored wagons and pull it up there and hitch the animals, and that takes about 15 minutes or so. All right, you can wait outside, and when it's ready, we'll call you back.
All right. Thank you.
And all
Head
told,
back out.
it's a little over an hour. About another 25 minutes or so, the second group that was there goes back and they bring their animals and wagon out. And then, yeah, about from the time you got there, maybe an hour and 10 minutes until you're getting called back and you can get your stuff.
All right.
Does
Then-
everything hook up to the mounts pretty well?
Yes.
Good. All right.
Huh?
Let's we should, I guess, take it back to the house and get them comfortable and unload the feed and stuff, and then we'll go meet our friend.
Oh, the feed is already unloaded.
So, well, no, I mean like in our
Oh,
house.
in your house.
Yeah.
They took them off the animals and put it all in the cart.
Yeah. So we'll take them back to the cart or to the house and sort of get them situated, get them comfortable there, knowing that hey, this is where you'll be chilling for a little bit.
And yeah, there's basic supplies. There's some rope, mallets, signage, wooden planks, things so you can actually create some signs and etch in and paint, the standard tools is here with the wagon. Probably why they said to get it at one spot.
Cool.
Okay. Then, yep. Go ahead and get the wagon parked, animals unhitched in their new home, and probably go ahead and put up a sign or something, occupied, and then some of our names. And
Ooh. Do we need a team name?
you will eventually have a good idea.
The Twinkle Toes.
No, but I'll think of one.
I'm sure you will.
Maybe something with glitter. Everyone likes glitter, right? Right? Do you guys like glitter? No?
What's glitter?
Sparkle stuff. Sparkles.
Gemstones?
We could name.
I do enjoy those.
Name ourselves off with gemstone.
Anyway, meeting first.
Yes, of course.
All right.
So, yep, we head out to the meeting spot.
All right.
Yes, the garden.
As you get near the garden, you can hear music.
Is this something that's happened before, or is this new?
New here, I guess?
Okay.
It sounds like a flute or another type of wind instrument.
Okay. I mean, we're in Thrall. No reason to be too suspicious. Let's go ahead and head up and... Oh, right. We're going to meet a troubadour. Obviously, there's music. Why wouldn't there be music? What am I thinking?
It took you a moment to make the connection, didn't you?
Just a moment. All right. Let's head on over and... What's her name? I should have that. Oh, right. Okay. Yes, go ahead and meet our troubadour friend and find out interesting things about cares.
So, sitting on one of the stone benches in the garden is Mian, who is a human troubadour. She has light blue eyes, long silver blue hair, and she is playing a wind instrument. Not quite a flute, but something similar to a flute. It's, I guess, more like a recorder than a flute. And she looks up as you guys step into the garden from the outside. well
If she-
met. She stops and
Good afternoon to you. I trust you haven't been waiting too long.
I couldn't say. It hasn't been overly long.
And it's not too unpleasant a place to wait.
That it is not.
Let's see.
How
Mian,
did...
that was her name.
Yes,
Yes.
Mian. How did joining the exploratory force go?
Perfect. We even have these very, very cool. What are they called again? Oh, she would know the name.
Tawas.
Two towels. Yes. Yes. We have Twinkle Toes and Bob. They're awesome.
I see. Oh,
There
that is
weren't any
good.
complications.
Yes, we've gotten no hitches so far, except for the ones on the animals, and you should be ready to head out once the rest of our group recovers and regroups.
I do have a spot.
Spot, you say?
The books you brought me indicated a pre-scourge care, a research care.
You're nervously, like looking around. Is anyone else listening in on this? Checking the hallway, and then going back to the conversation. Is anyone spying on us?
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Research care, you say?
Yes. And as such, there should be some books there, and I will pay for the return of... Well, I have a list of pre-scourge published books that I would like to acquire, which they may or may not have titles, it depends, but any books of note that you find I may be interested in. She, from beside the bench, slightly behind it, she pulls up a kind of like a leather satchel. Inside is a map to the location. As best I can tell, I deciphered some of the notes from the book. There is a ritual to open the care, but it may not be responsive anymore, so you may have to find your own way into it. Assuming nobody is there to open it and welcome you, that is. There may be, but as of yet, I have not found any evidence that it has been opened yet.
Good. Do you know anything about the warding on the care? How we might be able to get access, or?
The details I was able to decipher are included in the notes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll look over those later then.
There is also payment for the previous job, in addition to the notes included there.
Ooh. Money.
Money's good. We're definitely not desperately low on that. Don't worry about it. Okay. Yes. So payment. What is the? Go. Take a look at what's in this package that we're getting here.
There's like a thick sheaf of papers, which some of it seems like thick paper itself, not a whole lot of paper. There's also a pouch that clinks down in there.
All right. Now take a look at that. How about how much is in there?
Oh, 100 silver pieces each.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Well, that'll keep us going for a little while.
That should take care of our immediate expenses and then some. All right. Well, it is pleasure doing business with you. If there's oh, be sure to get back to you if we're able to locate any of those books you were looking for. And
We have a house too, and I tell her the address, whatever the address might be here. I don't know how they do it.
Oh, that is good to know if you don't mind me dropping in occasionally.
No, it should be just fine.
Well, I thank you then. And she walks over to one of the other benches on the far side. And she kind of tilts it back slightly. You can also leave a note underneath this leg here if you wish to get a hold of me without a prearranged meeting. I can check it every 3 to 4 days.
all right, we'll remember that. Leave a note under that rock.
And I look forward to what you may find.
So do we. Pleasure doing business with you.
It will be, yes. And she offers a very slight curtsy and departs.
All right, let's go back to the house. I want to look at this stuff. Let's go.
All right, yes.
And I need a few minutes. Do we want to stop here for the night or go a little bit longer?
Wouldn't mind taking a look through the notes on the care, but on the other hand, we might just need to end up going through that with
everyone anyway. So it might be better not to have to repeat everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stop here. I think that's fine. We got some progress, and we can pretty much start with just going over it and heading out. Which just quickly on the map, at least, anyways, where roughly on this map was this cairn?
Down in this direction. Between the Tylon Mountains and the Servos jungle.
Okay. So it's a pretty good, decent distance, right?
Yeah. I mean, not as far as Glenwood Deep, but yeah.
Yeah. So it would take several days of travel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Hey,
All right.
we get to build signs along the way. See, it's fine. They'll love us.
All right. So then, for now, 2 weeks. Hopefully, work won't get in the way, and we can start at our regular time, and we'll have everybody, or most everybody.
That will be exciting.
Hopefully.
So the next one is, let's see, what is it? The 1st?
Yes.